Love him or hate him, President Trump is keeping his words when it comes to building that wall between the United States and Mexico. He says the reason it's so important is to prevent the influx of illegal immigrants into our country. How we're going to pay for the wall is a major issue. The president of Mexico has made it crystal clear that he's not paying for that wall, so that leaves us, the taxpayers, to fund it. We expect Democrats to put up a huge fight when it comes to opening the United States wallet to build it. So I was surprised to find out a small business owner in Asbury Park actually wants to step into the ring and play. I met up with Marshall Rowbear, who's the owner of Rowbear Consulting in Asbury Park, and he actually submitted an application to help build the wall. As you can imagine, the hate started pouring in right off the bat.
They weren't thrilled that a company in Asbury Park was involved at all.
I asked Marshall what role his company would play in building the wall.
To help the contractor execute the project in a way that's ecosystem sensitive and that it's also recognizes the needs of the local community.
I asked Marshall, what would it be like to build that wall?
The terrain is completely variable from place to place.
And that makes building the wall challenging?
Of course it does. The walls have to stand up. It's a lot different construction technique if you're trying to anchor it to rock or if you're trying to anchor it in a swamp.
Some have asked him if he feels any moral repercussions for wanting to be involved in a project like this.
When it comes to value judgments, I made my value judgment when I formed my company. I moved to Asbury Park. I've decided to work in a low-income community and try to improve the environment as part of my business plan.
So he's actually helping the community. So when it comes to this project, he wants to help put more people to work.
Contractors all over the country are going to be looking to cash in. This wall is going to be a big gravy train. The Border Patrol, they don't want a physical wall. What they want is towers and cameras and drones and spots where they can see groups coming across the border. The guys out there patrolling want technology and cameras.
The illegal crossings have dropped by 40%, but they said over the last few months, so many are saying this is very similar to what happened when the hostages were freed, when Reagan was inaugurated, that there's a fear and a sense that, hey, I don't want to get there and then get tossed out because this president is talking a lot tougher than anybody else has.
And the messages that are sent go a lot more and do a lot more than any wall that you're ever going to be.
But if you never practically come through with your promise, it becomes empty. So we'll see.